Tomboys. Now on this channel, we love tomboys. But why though? Is it the breaking of the gender norms, the swag that they have, or is it just yabs? Now in order to find out why this happened, we must go back in time, specifically to 2007 with the release of Michael Bay's Transformers and Megan Fox's character, Mikaela. She is a mechanic that works on bikes, and that scene when she is examining Bumblebee's engine definitely starts sending signals to parts of the brain I didn't know were available yet. And now moving on from Mikaela to, just some anime, we have characters like Revy, Ryuko and Mirko, causing those same brain cells to activate in hopefully a new generation of people. But once again, why? Authenticity and confidence. One piece of life advice that people tend to hand out more than second chances to their ex is always be yourself. Now for some people, that can be expressing their hobbies, like wearing an anime t-shirt or even being a sweater Fortnite, because that's what makes them happy. And what that doesn't mean is keep gooning to Zenless Zone Zero. Tomboys aren't fitting into the traditional female gender roles and are doing what they want because they can, like for example being into cars, cutting their hair short, or bodybuilding. These are just a few examples, but it can be literally anything. The point is they're doing what they love and they're confident about it. Masculine and feminine blend. Tomboys walk the line between traditionally masculine and feminine behaviour, which ends up creating this really cool blended fashion sense that they have. A great example of this is the Skater Girl stuff from the early 2000s. Think every single Avril Lavigne music video. And they're not doing this to impress anybody, they're doing it because it's for them. Obviously there are some that dress more feminine, but then again, they're doing it because they can, and that is what we call confidence, and not like the braggy type, but the cool, I know who I am type, and that is insanely attractive. I can't lie, it's pretty hot if a girl can throw a good punch, fix a car, or have this kind of presence that like, yeah, don't mess with me, while also having a really soft affectionate side. Relatability and shared interests. Whenever I've personally tried to talk to a woman in the past, it's been either in a customer service role or family. However, on the rare chance where I've stopped playing War Thunder and actually talked to a woman, I found it very hard to relate to them because of completely different hobbies. As humans, we tend to be attracted to people with shared values, hobbies or interests. And with some tomboys, there is somewhat of a middle ground with them liking similar sort of music to you, anime, video games, or just their whole general vibe. And that shared ground makes it feel like you're not just hanging out with a girl, but you're hanging out with a bro that just so happens to be a girl. It makes conversation with one feel less like a Mackie's job interview and more like an actual conversation. Studies also show that androgynous traits are often perceived as attractive, which means tomboys and femboys are scientifically more attractive to us. Hey there guys, before we get on with the video, I just want to let you know that we are currently closing in on the big old 2,000 subscribers. So, once we reach 2,000 subscribers, I will torture my editor by reviewing the anime known as Overflow. And also, just so you know, all the social media links are in the link tree which is in the description and the first comment. So, and also comment, who is your favourite tomboy? Anyways, on with the video. Nostalgia. Now earlier on I mentioned Mikaela from Transformers, and as someone who grew up in the 2000s there was quite a lot of tomboy-esque characters and people in the media, like Letty Ortiz in the Fast and Furious franchise, Avril Lavigne, Maggie Payton and Herbie Fully Loaded, Kim Possible, Yorichi and many more. And it's fair to say a lot of us who grew up watching this stuff may have been slightly indoctrinated by it. But there are also a case of people having tomboys in their lives, like during those early years growing up, being like, childhood friends or people in their class as well. And now here comes the big one, internet and memes. And people on the internet are in fact a bunch of horny little people, and they may have a bit too much talent, and thanks to them, well, whenever I open my Twitter I get flooded with a bunch of either tomboy memes or tomboy art, and usually a lot of it is very much banned by the UK government. Thanks to a lot of modern anime as well, including at least 1 or 2 tomboys within their casts, and then those 1 or 2 characters getting a metric heck of a lot of art, ranging from typical normal anime fan out to, the step on me mummy type stuff. And over the last couple of years, people really getting into, the tomboy aesthetic through TikTok and Pinterest, and then also there's those people who make a lot of tomboy memes where a lot of them you straight up just cannot show on YouTube because they're quite NSFW or very, very, very suggestive. And before every single argument I made there was complete tomfoolery, I've got one more argument for you. The Bible.
The Bible. This is the Bible.
You question the words of the mighty Jimmy?
In Proverbs 31:17, I shall read it here. She girdeth her loins with strength and strengthened her arms. She set about her work vigorously, her arms strong for the task. 31:25, I'm on the wrong page. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. This means tomboys are in fact approved by the Bible. But enough yapping, tomboys are hot. They break the norm, fix cars, throw hands, and most importantly, have some nice abs. They got that swagger, softness, and style, and thanks to the CIA propaganda machine, we've all been indoctrinated. So thanks a lot, CIA. And guys, if you are in fact a huge tomboy enjoyer, please check out this video here where we talk about a tomboy anime, or this one here where we talk about some tomboy dojins. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, like and subscribe, and goodbye.